What's up, everyone? I'm Jamie.
And I'm JB, and today we're checking out the Ikon Fitness wedding bands.
What?
Alright, so these are actually silicone wedding bands. You get 3 silicone wedding bands for $10.99. That's an incredible price. I picked these up from Amazon, and of course I'll leave a link down below for everyone. It seems like silicone wedding bands are like super popular. Have you been seeing ads for them?
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of people, just friends, buy them to use when they're working out and stuff.
Yeah, so they make a big difference. So originally we bought our wedding bands. They were just some cheapo metal wedding bands. She has one right here off of eBay. It was like $50 for the pair or something like that.
Yeah, and they used to be black. All the black came completely off, and now it's silver.
And so really what I didn't like was that most men's wedding bands are very thick and they just hurt my hand. I don't really like to wear rings at all. They kind of make me feel claustrophobic. I have a smartwatch and I can only wear it for so many hours until I just kind of get weird of it. I just don't like the way it feels on my hands. I got to take it off. Same with the metal wedding bands. It just felt like it was claustrophobic and clinging on my hand, and it would smash my bones together. So I have 2 dogs. One of them is over 100 pounds, and when you walk him, he pulls really hard, and it pulls your hand like this. Your fingers smash together, and that wedding band is like 2 or 3 times thicker than this, and you can feel it smash your bones together. And I'm sure a lot of men are used to that, but I'd rather go for something more comfortable than, you know, have some metal ring on my hand. So I got tons of ads for silicone wedding bands, and I thought I'd look into it. And I really like the ones with the carbon fiber printing on them, but a lot of reviews I was reading that had these carbon fiber printing was saying that the printing wore off really quick. Like within a couple weeks, it was wearing off. So I bought the one that had the most reviews and the highest amount. It was 4.5-star rating on Amazon. And like I said, I've had these for like 5 months now. I got these mid-March, and it is now like mid-August. And I've washed my hands in Goo Gone, vinegar. I mean, I've had so much gunk and crap. I've had silicone on my hands. I've washed them with rubbing alcohol. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And these look brand new. Like, they look just as good as they did the very first day that I got them. So you get 3 wedding bands in the set. You get red, blue, and black. They might have other colors. I'm not positive. And then they all 3 have carbon fiber ring around it. Now, the only downfall on these, and it's literally, for me, it's the only downfall, for $11 and 3 rings, you can't really complain that much, is that they're 2 pieces. It is a carbon fiber outer layer and then a silicone band. And I just lost my very first carbon fiber outer ring yesterday. I don't know what I was doing, but I remember cleaning, and it felt like I dropped something out of my hand, and I didn't really notice anything. I looked down, I didn't notice anything. Turns out it was the carbon fiber layer from my ring. When I got home from the grocery store and went to wash my hands, I noticed it. But luckily, you get 1 on each of your wedding rings. So I just took the one off of my blue ring and put it on my red ring, or, you know, whatever you want to do. My favorite one is probably the all black one overall, but they're super freaking comfortable. You get a lot more airflow underneath these, I've noticed, than the metal rings. With the metal ring, I would always get, you know, like when you're in the bath for too long or the shower for too long and your skin gets all wrinkly and gross. Every time I would take a shower or a bath or something, or if I wash my hands too much with the metal ring, it would get real gross under there if I didn't pull the ring off and dry it. I don't have to do that with the silicone so much. Plus, like I said, they're a lot more breathable. So, yeah, I really don't have anything bad to say about them for $11 and 3 rings.
The cool thing I think about it is the other day I smashed my finger really hard, like really freaking hard, and it swelled up about twice the size that it is. And I'm really claustrophobic, and I cannot get my wedding ring off for anything. It took so long and so much soap to get this thing off. With that, I could have just cut it off and went on with my day.
Right. With this, you wouldn't have to cut it off because it's stretchable. It's silicone, so you can take this and, look, it'll stretch. You don't have to worry about doing that at all. They're really nice. A big fan.
That's nice too, because I have some old ladies that are clients of mine that their knuckles get bigger over the years, and their rings, the middle of their finger down here gets really skinny and really small, that these rings are just constantly turning and turning, and they can't get them off of their hands because their knuckles are so big. So with that, you wouldn't really have that problem anymore.
You know, you don't get diamonds or anything, but I don't care for shiny rocks anyway. I think that's one of the biggest wastes of money of all time, is spending thousands of dollars, something you could put a down payment on a car or a house, but instead people put it on their hand, and I'll just never understand it.
And it instantly loses value right when you buy it.
Oh yes, you can go try to buy a $5,000 wedding ring. and then walk out of the store and go into another store, or walk back into the same store and try to sell it just an hour later or 5 minutes later, you're not going to get $5,000 for that ring. So I'm a big fan of these silicone rings, and if you look around, there's all sorts of different styles. There's not just carbon fiber. They have all sorts of different patterns. You can get your name on it. I believe there's glow in the dark. There's all sorts of stuff if you look around. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.